This episode of Trying to Figure It Out is brought to you by Hacienda Village Meat and Italian Deli. They have the most amazing, authentic Italian meats, sandwiches, and the most amazing owners. They're located in Hacienda Heights, California. If you're in the Southern California area, be sure to go check them out and go get your meats from them. Welcome back to Trying to Figure It Out. It is season 4, first solo of the season. I couldn't be happier to be sitting here and talking with you guys today. We have a lot of things to cover. So many different topics. I'm just so excited to even be in this position. It's been so long and I've missed it so much, and there's so much to come this season that I can't wait to share with you guys. But today it's just you and me. We're going to chat it up. Today is actually my 27th birthday, and now I'm like fully a late 20s-er. We are no longer rounding down. I am late 20s, bitches. Here we are. I'm excited. I'm terrified. I feel weird about it. I have really been figuring it out for the last 3 years, and I can finally sit here and say that I actually have figured some things out. So we're going to talk today about some life updates, and then we're also going to really dive into the lessons I learned in my early 20s. I kind of have a new outlook and mission on what I really want to achieve with this next season of the podcast. We will still be sharing the stories and the hard times because they will still happen, but I feel like I am really ready now to take some of the things that I've learned in my early 20s and give you guys my best advice. And that's my goal of this season. We're going to get into a whole bunch of different things, so many different topics. We're going to have so many exciting guests, but today it's just us. You guys are probably wondering where the hell I've been the last 10 months because I kind of went cold turkey and stopped posting and podcasting and just hermited for a second. And the reason why is because I took a job and I chose to put everything on pause and just focus on my career because that's what felt right to me at the time. And I think right now, the biggest thing I noticed in my life is that time is flying. Time is going so fast. And that's why I decided to take the leap, take the risk, and make this my thing. This is something I've always wanted to do full time. I've just never had the courage to do it. It is hard to make your family feel proud when your days consist of making a morning vlog and a get ready with me, and then you're only getting 400 views on it. It can be really discouraging. Straight up, I'm going to tell you guys, it's been rough. It's a big leap for me to be solely focusing on this, and I've never solely focused on this since I started the podcast. And I look back at the things that we've achieved, the guests that we've had on. I'm so proud of the things that I've done with you guys, but I never trusted 100% that this is something that I can commit to and do nothing else but this and focus on this. I've never believed that that was something that would make my family proud. I never believed that that was something that would be a big enough accomplishment for me to do it full time. And now I don't know where it's going to take me. I'm super confident and super positive. I worked hard so that I can do this. And now I'm ready to fully buy into myself. And that is what I'm doing. All that being said, I am officially 27 years old. And I can really tell you guys, I have learned a lot in my early 20s, and I am feeling the difference of being 27 versus being 23. A big thing that I did in my early 20s was compare myself to other people. We all compare ourselves to other people. No matter how hard we try not to, we always do it. It's human nature. And now with social media, it's so much worse. Like, we are out here comparing ourselves not only to the people in our lives, but to people we don't even know. We are just scrolling, and every single scroll, you're seeing something that you want, you wish you had, you wish you were doing, you save it so that you can eventually go do it. Like, that's how we live now. I don't want to compare myself to other people. The social norms of, oh my gosh, I'm close to 30 now. I want to be married. I want to have kids at a young age. I want to say that I've been to all these different places in the world that I haven't been to yet. And there's so many things that you set up for yourself in your head that you have to accomplish before you turn a certain age. Now that I'm 27 years old, I'm like, it's okay if I don't. I don't feel that I have to be married before I'm 30. I don't feel that I have to have my first kid by 29, which I used to say. And now here I am, 27, clock's ticking. And I'm like, fuck no. It actually really makes me wonder where the hell I got these numbers from, because I'm thinking about it now. I literally used to say I wanted to have my first kid at 28. I want to have 5 kids, and I still do. Don't get me wrong. I still want my big Brady Bunch family. But who the hell told me that I have to have a kid by 28. I should already be married by now then. I should be married. I should be like actively trying to have a kid. I don't want to rush. I want to do it when I'm ready. I think that is such a big lesson I've learned, that how we achieve milestones and how we celebrate these milestones really changes as you get older, and it doesn't have to be what you always imagine it to be. And I don't know who made up in my head that I have to do these things by a certain age. I'm 27 and I'm not ready, and that's okay. That doesn't mean I'm not happy with where I'm at. When I got out of college, it was the first time ever that I didn't have to do the next thing to check off a box to say I did each thing that you're supposed to do when you age in this life. I went to a good college. I got a job immediately after graduating. I worked in college, but then all of a sudden I was just like, what? Well, is someone going to tell me what I have to do now? How can I make someone proud? What can I do? What's the next box to check? Like, I really didn't know. And that felt really scary at the time. And so if I could tell myself one thing, it would really be to just enjoy it and go with it and enjoy the fact that I did all the things I was supposed to do. And now I can just make mistakes, make choices, and see where they take me. And there doesn't have to be so much pressure on it. And so instead, because I was so hard on myself then, I'm not going to be hard on myself now. Now that I am 27, and truthfully, my decisions are a little bit more important and the pressures are a little bit more real. That is true. But I'm going to take that advice now, and I'm just going to allow myself to do what I want to do, trust my instincts, take risks, go with my gut, and believe in myself. And that's exactly what I'm doing here with this podcast. I have no idea how I'm going to feel in 10 years when I look back at this time, but at least I can say I allowed myself to be free and not put so much pressure on myself. I think if I look back at this time and know that I did that, I'll be grateful that I did so. 27-year-olds know that if you act confident, no one will question you. I am learning this as I go, truly. I am putting myself out there every day that I'm posting on TikTok, these videos. That is confidence. I am showing you my confidence. I'm showing you that I don't care that I have 400 views or 7,000 views. I am just putting it out there. Someone said to me, you post and ghost. You post it and you ghost it. You don't check it. You don't look at the views. You just let it exist in the space and you be proud of what you made. It's not easy to make content. Just be confident. Like, confidence is everything. I went to an event a couple weeks ago, and it was really my first time hitting the town in almost a year, actually, which is kind of insane. I chose to go to this event with my executive producer, Eliza, and I told her in advance what my intentions were. In the past, when I've gone to these influencer events, I usually get there and feel that I just need to fit in. So I will get to these events, I'll be all dressed up, I'll go with a friend, and I will not talk to anybody. My goal is to look like I belong there. And that's what everyone else does. Most people already know a few people. They stay with their groups. They're not really socializing. If they are, it's someone else that they've connected with on social media. They already know each other. I would go try to fit into this vibe and just act like I was just as cool. But what am I getting out of it? I don't know anybody here. I'm here for a reason. I want to make my presence known. I want to introduce myself to people. I'm trying to build something here, and I have to view this as my job. I'm networking. I'm not here to act cooler than anybody. I'm here to network. And so I told Eliza, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the event. We're going to have a little drink to get some liquid courage, one drink only, and we're just going to make laps. We're going to go around and around. And each time we do a lap, when we see someone we recognize, we're going to swallow our pride, or actually use our pride, and go up to people, introduce ourselves, tell them what we do and what we want from them. And we did it. And I literally went home and I was so proud of myself. We started out and I recognized some people from the show The Traders, which I love. And we went up to them and I just said, I loved you guys on the show. I'm Allie. I have a podcast. This is what it focuses on, and I would love to have you on as a guest. You guys have to remember, the way I get guests on this podcast is cold emails. I reach out to people and I shoot my shot, and I'm confident and it works. I've been really lucky. I've been super fortunate, but I've never done it this way. I've never actually had to like face to face go up to someone and say, I'm Allie and you're going to know me now. Like, here I am. I'm going to just introduce myself to you. You don't even know who I am, and you might not remember me after, and that's totally cool. But we went up to people. We did it maybe 8 people total, which I was so proud of. And I was just like, It took a lot out of me, don't get me wrong, but the confidence that I felt after doing it once or twice, I was just like, this is what we're doing. There's no reason for us to be here if we're not going to make connections. I don't know anybody here. I'm not going to pretend to. People don't know who I am, and that's totally cool. But I really wanted to get something out of it, and I wanted to make connections. And you know what? If any of these people ever come on the podcast or remember this moment or happen to be listening right now, you'll remember that this girl came up to you and had the confidence to do so. And this is a larger lesson in life. This isn't, this is just one story of one time that I had the confidence to do something that I might not have had the confidence to do a few months ago. But it's just a reminder to you to be confident in whatever you're doing. Believe in yourself. If you're working in a 9-to-5 corporate job and you need to say something to your boss, go up to them and have the confidence to tell them your needs. Feel safe and feel confident to share an idea with them. Feel confident to show them something new that they didn't already know. I always am like, the worst thing that they're going to think is that I really want them to come on my podcast, which I do. And I'm not ashamed of it. The worst thing that you're going to get out of it is maybe they're like, oh, that wasn't the right place or time. Okay, fine. They can go off and think that. But losing the fear of what other people are going to think and just believing in whatever you're pitching to someone or whatever you're doing is so valuable, and it is so rewarding, even though I don't know if any of these people will end up being here, which I hope they will. But if they're not, I know that what I did that night was a bigger deal than anything else. It was a lesson in life. It was me saying, I'm confident, and here's how you know I'm confident, because I actually did it. Another thing I've learned now that I'm 27 is that cooking is my love language. Cooking to me used to be like something I would do because I was starving and didn't know what else to make and didn't want to spend money on food or whatever it might be. I would whip up some Annie's mac and cheese and eat an entire box to myself. But now I've learned that cooking is my way of healthfully giving to other people. I can make a meal for my boyfriend and feel like I did something for him that's super small but big at the same time. It's a way for me to people please healthfully. It's a way for me to give to someone without spending money, without going way out of my way or above and beyond. It's a simple gesture that genuinely makes me feel good. Every time I cook, I remember what it felt like to be a kid and eat my grandma's food, knowing that she put work into the food that she made for me, and she had passion when she did it, and she loved doing it for us. And that's how I feel now when I cook for other people. And now I know what she felt like when people would try to help her in the kitchen, because I hate when someone tries to help me in the kitchen. It's literally my biggest pet peeve. I'm like, this is my thing. This is my gift to someone. Let me do it on my own. Cooking is now one of my favorite things to do. And it's something I've learned I'm actually really good at it. Like, I can make some pretty crazy foods, and I don't follow recipes. I totally cook from the heart. Like, every single time I make something, it's a little bit different because I don't follow recipes. I really just make it up as I go, and I love it. So I am in my cooking era. Here is another lesson I've learned in my 20s. Friendships take work. Once you're out of the socially constructed ways to spend time with your friends, it is on you and the people in your life to make time for each other and go out of your way to choose how you want to spend time together. When you get older, you don't have field hockey practice anymore. You don't have, a big sorority date dash. You don't have spring break to look forward to. It's totally up to you how you choose to spend time with your friends, and everybody is figuring out life. Now that we're older, we're all working. Going on a trip requires asking for time off of work, coordinating that. Is that how we want to ask for our time off of work? Is that when we want to travel? Is that where we want to travel? Is that what we want to spend our money on? There are so many factors now that we have to consider when making plans with friends that it takes more work than it ever did. And that is not a bad thing, but it's something to be mindful of. It's something to remember. If you're ever feeling like you don't know how to navigate your friendships now because you don't know how to make time for people or people aren't making time for you, take a moment to remember that as you get older, people start really living their lives solely for themselves. We used to live our lives all together and share every experience together, but now we're all living life for our big goals. We all have what we want to achieve ahead of us. We're all seeing it in front of us. We see the big picture. We're all working towards something. And sometimes that's different than what your friend is looking towards. Like, everyone has different goals. And that doesn't mean you can't be equally best friends. I always say the friends that I'm closest with are the ones that I could see every day or go 2 to 3 months or more not seeing them, but don't feel any sort of distance from them. I don't feel disconnected from someone. I don't feel like they're less of a friend. It's just different than how it used to be because we're all living life now. You know, some people are getting married. Some people are having kids. Everyone is doing different things. And so now more than ever, friendships require effort that they might not have required when you were in your early 20s. It takes more work than it used to. You have to be mindful of that. And it's not a bad thing. It just takes more work and it takes more thoughtfulness than it used to. Not every day is spent planning time with your friends. You know, sometimes you go a week and you don't see anybody. And that's normal in your late 20s. Things change. This segment of things I've learned in my 20s, I really want to wrap it up by saying the biggest thing that I've always lived by is being gentle with yourself. Any time in my life that I have been going through something hard and I feel disappointed in how I handled something, or I feel disappointed in how I feel, or I feel like I'm not doing something that I should be doing, I take a moment and I'm gentle with myself. I'm like, what am I feeling in this moment that's making me not want to do something? Sit with that, allow myself to feel that, and make the choice. Is it the right time to push myself to do something, or is it the right time to just do nothing like I feel like I need to do? Is it you made a bad choice? You dated someone you shouldn't have dated. You don't know how to get out of the relationship. Be gentle with yourself. Take a moment. Are you where you want to be? Are you with who you want to be with? Is it what works for you right now? Like, don't put so much pressure on yourself to always do something that feels really hard. Sometimes just take a moment and sit with it. I am my number one critic, and I think we all are our number one critics. We are so hard on ourselves all the time. I will hang out with a friend and have like a whole day where we spend the whole day together, and then I'll leave and I'll go home, and for the next 2 hours I will kick myself and say, oh my God, you said this, what if that hurt their feelings? You said that, and what if that didn't make them feel good? Or what if the awkward silence that lasted for 5 minutes when no one knew what to say or knew what to talk about, like, you're awkward, you're weird, you're a bad friend, you didn't ask enough questions about them, did you talk too much about yourself? I will spiral so hard and be so hard on myself and convince myself that a day that was actually nice and enjoyable is now filled with all the things I did wrong, all the ways I'm a shitty person, shitty friend, just bad. And then 30 minutes later, my friend will text me and be like, I had the best day with you. That was such a fun time. And then I'm like, wait a second. What the fuck did I just put myself through for literally nothing? For nothing. Sometimes we are so unaware of how we exist in spaces. And instead of just taking a second to say, I had a great day, that was really fun, and then move on with your day and continue on to whatever you're going to do next. Instead, we kick ourselves. We are mean to ourselves. We judge ourselves. We come up with a million stories in our head of all the things that we do wrong in life. And instead, when you feel that way, this is a perfect time to be gentle with yourself. It's not that big of a deal. If you really feel like you might have done the wrong thing, just say something, cut it off before you spiral and make yourself feel terrible about yourself. It's not worth it. You don't need to do it. And there's ways to take care of yourself and be kind to yourself and give yourself grace. Wow. I feel so good. This was like the best way for me to spend my 27th birthday. I couldn't have asked for a better activity or thing to do. I really do feel like I'm finally in a place where I've learned so much and can really share what I've learned and also share what I'm still learning. So I just want to say I love you guys. For all of you in your early 20s, keep pushing. It gets better. It gets weird. It gets crazy. It gets, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of things you're about to go through, but it's fun and it's scary, and just live in it and embrace it and lean into the discomfort when you have to, and enjoy the great moments and just be free and have fun. So for everyone listening, thank you. And this is just the beginning. We are going to keep TTFIOing, and I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week.